All right, let's talk about something huge that's happening right under our noses in the world of AI. It's this massive, kind of invisible shift that's moving artificial intelligence from these distant, powerful clouds right into the palm of your hand. And you know what? It all starts with a really simple question.
I mean, really think about it. Every single time you ask your smart speaker something or use an AI assistant, you're sending a piece of yourself. Your voice, your questions, literally a piece of you, it goes somewhere. But where is that somewhere?
Well, for the last decade or so, that somewhere has always been a powerful computer in some data center, maybe thousands of miles away. Now, this cloud approach is what made the AI revolution possible, but it came with a hidden cost. But here's the thing, that's all starting to change. The whole model is flipping, and AI is starting to come back home.
So, before we jump into the future, we've got to understand how things work right now, the model that has powered pretty much everything we've seen in AI so far. Okay, so here's the journey your data takes. It's a four-step round trip. You talk to your device, then your data gets zapped across the internet to the cloud. It's processed there, and finally, the answer gets sent back. See that? Step 2 is the big one. That's the moment your data leaves your device, and suddenly, it's not really in your control anymore.
And look, that trip isn't without its bumps in the road. There are some serious risks involved. Your data is out of your hands, potentially exposed while it's traveling and being processed. And when you centralize all that data from millions of people, you're basically painting a giant target on these cloud servers. It's kind of like putting all your eggs in one very, very tempting basket for attackers. For years, it's the trade-off we've just accepted.
So that's the trade-off we've been making. But what if we didn't have to? What if there was another way? This is where things get really interesting, with a huge shift toward local AI, bringing that intelligence right back to us.
I love this because it flips the entire model on its head. It's a total 180. Instead of you sending your data out to be processed, the processing comes to your data. It happens right there on your phone, your laptop, whatever. And this isn't just some small tech tweak. No, this is a massive philosophical shift. We're moving away from convenience, no matter the cost, to a world of privacy and security built right in from the start. And look at how clean this is. It's so much simpler. You speak, your device processes, that's it. The data never leaves, which means it's faster, way more private, and just inherently more secure.
So there's a name for this whole idea, and it's edge intelligence. Now, edge might sound a little techie, but all it really means is your device, your phone, your car, your watch, whatever is at the edge of the network from your point of view. So edge intelligence is just about making those devices smart enough to do the AI work themselves.
And the benefits here are they're huge. When the data stays with you, your privacy is automatically stronger. It reinforces this idea that, hey, this is your data. You're basically building a fortress around your information. Security is no longer something you hope for. It's baked into the system by default.
Okay, so this all sounds amazing, right? Like, why aren't we doing this for everything already? Well, as with anything, it's not quite that simple. There are definitely some hurdles to clear.
You're basically looking at three big challenges. First, your phone just doesn't have the raw horsepower of a giant data center. Second, you have to shrink these massive AI models down so they can actually run efficiently on your device. And third, yeah, it gets more complex. But what's so exciting is that for every single one of these challenges, we're seeing incredible progress. Hardware is getting way more powerful, we're getting smarter about compressing models, the gap is closing, and it is closing fast.
Okay, so we've got the cloud, which is super powerful but comes with risks. And we've got local AI, which is super secure but has its own limitations. So what's the answer? Do we have to pick one? Well, no. The future, it seems, is hybrid.
And this right here, this is the big idea. It's not about cloud versus local AI. It's about cloud and local AI working together, each playing to its strengths.
And here's how that works. Think of it this way. All your really sensitive stuff, your private messages, your personal notes, that stays right on your device, locked down and processed locally. But for the really heavy lifting, the stuff that needs a ton of computational muscle, that can get sent to the cloud. The goal is to get the best of both worlds, top-tier performance and rock-solid security, together. And all of this whole new way of thinking, it boils down to one simple but really powerful idea, the principle of proximity.
Just take a second and let that sink in. For decades, the only question that mattered was, how smart can we make our AI? But now, a new question is just as important, if not more important. Where does that intelligence actually run? The location is everything now.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's this. The next generation of AI, isn't just going to be built on code. It's going to be built on trust. And that trust comes from a simple, powerful principle. Keep data close, reduce its exposure, and build systems that respect our privacy by design. The future of AI isn't some far-off thing in a distant cloud. It's right here in your hands.